building a new foundation is, it was a little bit nerve-wracking to start with when I first got here last year. It was just a club team. I left Franklin Marshall College 2 years ago and I'd taken their team outside the top 20. The men's finished at number 8 and the girls were at number 17. They just won their division for the first time in about 20 years. So I was leaving a well-developed program, but Philadelphia was, it's such a big squash hub. And then I've always wanted to start my own program, and when the Drexel job came up, I came and had a look, and there were talks about building these new 5 courts at the Client Inspector facility here, and we had these finished January this year. So even last year, we for half of the season we only had the 2 courts up at the recreation centre to play on. So all of our matches we had to travel away for because we didn't have enough courts to bring teams here to actually play. So the first year was just getting kids who have heard of squash, get them on the squash court, see if they can play. So, and it was hard to do, but it was something that I've always wanted to start my own program as opposed to coming in and trying to fill somebody else's shoes here and there. So, and then just the recruiting. It's fun to do the recruiting, and it's a matter of going out there and letting the recruits know that it's a brand new program. Internationally and domestic players you need. Let them know that we're starting from the ground up, but they're going to help us dramatically to go to the next level. And the recruits we got coming in, and having new courts and having the athletic department support us 110%. It's unbelievable. So it's just a matter of everything that I put into it is what I want to get out of it. So it's fun, it's hard work, but it's when you enjoy coming to work every day and you enjoy the recruits and the team that you have, and you're actually starting from the beginning. It's very, very enjoyable, and it's interesting. Yeah, the freshmen that have come through, we have 6 on the men's side and 5 on the women's, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking for the guys and girls who are coming from international, leaving their parents, leaving their home country, coming to the US to study, but also continue their squash. It's been great. They've come in, they train well, they get along with the newcomers that are already here last year. It's training early in the morning, 6:30 in the morning for the guys and 8 o'clock for the girls. So, but they've all got there, and it's just a learning curve of coming in, training, studying at the same time, and having a schedule. But they're great to work with. That's the way the recruiting is. I want to recruit guys and girls, at the young age that they come in, or as they're leaving high school, that I want to work with who love sport, but also want to come here and at Drexel University and have a good education. So far, from what we've seen with the 6 weeks of training and then last weekend of matches, it's turned into a great team. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's hard when you're getting an international kid who's never really travelled that much. I've travelled the world. I've played the pro circuit for 17 years. So, and some of the guys and girls that I've recruited, I've seen them since they were like 11, 12 that were following me when I was playing the pro circuit. And you get to know the different cultures, how they are when they travel away, and then you can let them know that we know the Egyptians and the Muslims, they go to pray, so you actually know that they're either at their term to pray, this and that, and then it's knowing the different cultures and seeing if they're actually going to fit into a team environment. And it's it is sometimes hard, but you let them know that when they're here that we know exactly where they're coming from and what we expect from them. And if it's not really a good fit, I know all the other schools that are out there, and I know all the other schools which international kids and recruits that they have. So we can, you don't want to just to kick them out and say, well, I don't want to recruit you anymore. There's 4 or 5 other schools that I can actually tell them that maybe go and look at this school. There's a good international group, background there. So, it's a matter of any recruit, even the North American kids. You've got to be able to let them know that when they come here that, we know their culture as well, and, being an international myself, that, I know the way the Americans want to work as well, and, it's all how dedicated each individual is, and making sure that individual is going to fit in the program that we have up and running here. We're trying to get as many of the top teams, but also, as many as the teams around us in our division to, just to mix and match it up. And, I'd like to get as many of the top teams as we have, just so when the program is developing, they're going to come back here and they know that we're, getting good recruits in the programs, going up the rankings, as we want to go through. and then they're interested in coming down for our home matches then. And the scheduling is, this was our first weekend. Last weekend was our first weekend of matches, and we did throw them in the deep end on the Friday and on the Friday and the Sunday. Friday we played Franklin Marshall, and the men's is number 7 and the girls were ranked number 14. And our girls are 33 and the guys are 26. So to play them, and then Saturday, we had a good victory against Con College, where the women's played Con College and they were 22, and the women's they beat them 8-1, and then the guys beat the Con College team that were ranked 6 in front of us 9-0. So that was a good boost for them as well. But then we took them up to Princeton to play Princeton on Sunday, and it was I said to the kids, it's just an experience. Go out there and enjoy it, because Princeton national champions. So and the girls team were top 5. So and they came out of it. I really wasn't too sure of how the kids were going to react to it, of really getting a walloping, but they actually came out because they were able to put good rallies together, win a couple of points. But it's more of a test of all the 6 weeks of training that we had put them through before that, to make them realise that this hard work is for these matches and beyond. And it's actually, they have Thanksgiving off, but then in the next couple of weeks we have some very important matches. When we get back, we have UPenn on the Wednesday after Thanksgiving at home, which is a very important match, and then we travel away up to Williams to play 4 teams. So the scheduling's there, but they realised that all the hard work that they were doing and sort of getting up early to do, and sort of thinking, Coach, what are we doing this for? I'm like, just relax. We're not going to give you anything that's going to hurt or harm you, and it's going to help you. And I think this weekend, the win on Saturday really helped them. But then the way they were able to put their training, whether it be from the strength and conditioning rooms or fitness here or just playing challenge matches, to put it against Princeton and F&M was a good boost for them. So they're all very happy. Well, the US Open, bringing it to Drexel, we had it last year, we got it this year, and we have it next year as well. So to bring a major event on the squash circuit here to Drexel is it's unbelievable on all aspects. And, it's great for me because I get to see my old colleagues who I played with and travelled with, and, I tried to do the qualifying again, and the mind wanted to, but the body couldn't. And then on the flip side, it's, the kids, we had them volunteer every single day. So they were able to have a chat to the pro players. They got to see every single match. They got to see them warm up. They got to see the way they played, how I was trying to teach them about watching YouTube clips. And then all of a sudden, it's great to see as much as you can on TV or YouTube here and there, but to see these players, both men's and women's, live and actually have a chat to them. And they were able to go upstairs where we had the 4-wall glass court on the basketball court up at the DAC. They were able to go into the glass court and have a muck around as well. Just that, but also it was that's another great recruiting tool as well. We had a junior tournament here that was also played over at UPenn, and we had about 300 juniors. So they're coming to watch the US Open, but also coming into our facility here at Drexel, seeing my players, whether they're on the court cleaning up or they're carrying the pro players' bags and just hanging out having chats, and then they see that, and they know that the US Open is here for quite some time. That is in itself is a huge recruiting tool for us. Everyone is coming here as opposed to us having to go out, and then you're getting the international juniors as well. So and then it's on PSA Live streaming, so everyone around the world is actually watching it, wherever they are, and watching it here at Drexel University. And then just taking away for it, it's just, then that's the very start of our season. So once the US Open's finished, we start, all the recruits are already here, they're already at classes, and all of a sudden once the US Open's finished, we start our program. We start our official dates of seasonal training. So then they're coming off a huge boost of wanting to play like all these players, and all of a sudden they come to training and they want to do this, and they see exactly what we're, myself and my coach Wilkinson, my assistant, is trying to get across to both teams, men's and women's. And as we're talking about, they get to go and see it, and they can go and try and put it in a play here. So overall, it's you couldn't really ask for anything better for recruiting. Have something like that in your own house, and have your own kids who are on the team, be a part of it. So it's one of the best tournaments in the world to go and see, but to be a part of it, of just going to talk to the players and asking them as whatever questions you want, and then and it's good to see my old colleagues still doing battle. So it's good. It's awesome.